Okay, CLS350 shooting brake. Well, now we drive. So, what do I think about it? It drives very, very nice. Very comfortable. And we have tons of space in this car. We have tons of space for the passengers, and we can have 5. As I said, because in the CLS limousine, due to the center console going from the front up to the back, there can only be 4 people inside. So here you have 1 person more. And we have this huge storage or luggage compartment with 590 to 1,550 liters. Huge. I like the quick release from the back, so you can fold the seats without walking to the front, which is really, really nice. I like the build quality. Typical Mercedes, everything is really perfect. You don't hear anything. So whatever noise you might hear now is not the car, it's my equipment lying around or flying around left and right. Now, positive parts: the V6, 306 horsepower, very, very good. Good enough for 250 top speed, which unfortunately we cannot drive in Dubai. I really miss Germany with the Autobahn, or you can just blast down the road without fearing the police flashing you and giving you a ridiculous huge traffic fine and impounding your car. So that is something that I miss. Then, what else? Obviously everything is electric, the seats are electric. We have tons of safety features in regards to driver assistance systems, which is, for example, blind spot assistant. We have the radar that alerts you if you get too close to the car in front of you. We have the tired alert, I don't know how you call that. Basically, if you feel tired, the car will recognize that you're leaving the lane or something, and will give you a little indicator like a cup. You see like a coffee cup here to just stop and take a break. We have the lane assistant, which basically if you drive over the lane on a highway, it will vibrate in the steering wheel, which is really nice. We have super nice seats. You can adjust them here on the sides, so I'm going to show you that as well. For example, this one, it bulks up. You can make it harder or lower, tighter or wider, which is really nice. However, it's not the same system as like in the SL, which basically goes up and down, depends on the corner, and that would be an option, for example. Then fuel consumption of this one. So I was taking it really easy actually, you know, and even though I tried 0 to 100, which is by the way 6.1 seconds, I had an average of around 12 liters, 12.1. If you just drive down the highway or the Autobahn or the motorway, whatever you want to call it, you can have around 9-ish, something like that. But again, this is due to the fact that this is Dubai and we have, I don't know, 41.5 degrees at the moment. It's midsummer and it's just very, very hot. I mean, you can't do anything about it, you know. 7 speeds. I just want to show you, actually it's here. 7G Tiptronic with the shift pedals here, left and right. Right, you feel it, there's a little knob, left there's a little hole, so you know that this is actually, there's a difference. Either way, you should know where up and down is. Things that I don't like. Okay, screen, even though it's high resolution, it's too small. I like bigger screens. I mean, you can get phones with bigger screens than that today. Then what I like are the cooled seats and the heated seats. Heated we don't need, cooled seats. Then you can, I don't know if you saw it on this camera, but this is the button here that basically if you have, for example, passengers in the back, or they were driving with you before, you have the headrests up. And the visibility is very, very limited with this car because of the shape of the car, of the design, and the rear window is very small. If you have all the headrests up, you don't see nothing. You just see like 2 little gaps in between the headrests. So that button just releases the headrest and they fall down, which is really a neat feature. Instead of stopping, going back, manually do it, suck one button there down. Then we have a Harman Kardon sound system. Sounds very nice, very deep bass, which is good. Storage here, We have a huge compartment in the middle with USB and 12 volt, 2 cup holders, ashtray, which is good, glove compartment, is decent size. We can't fit anywhere big bottles. That's a big disadvantage for a family car. This is supposed to be, I mean, it's a lifestyle, shooting brake, combi, station wagon, whatever you want to call it. Shooting brake is the official Mercedes term for it. But there's no place for big bottles. In the back it's very, very comfortable. I have really plenty of headroom for someone of my size, 184, on all 4 seats. Even though the center console is a little bit, okay, you have to put the legs left and right of it. It's a 3-zone AC, which is really, really nice. So in the back they can control it themselves with sunroof, electric boot. Then this car comes with this optional American cherry wood floor, which I would not recommend. I'm sorry. It looks amazing. If you keep this car just for show, go ahead. If you want to use this car and use the boot space, do not go for the cherry floor, because it costs, first of all, over 20,000 dirham. I think 24,000 dirham, 4,000 pounds. Crazy ridiculous. And the problem is it's just gonna get scratched so easily and so fast. And even though it has this kind of storage system thing where you can have like this 2 rails on the side, which can move to the front of the back to secure the luggage or whatever you're transporting, so it doesn't move up and down. If you just put something inside like this, just gonna go slide left and right, up and down, front and back. Not good. Just go for the regular floor. Save the money and, for example, invest it in what this car is missing, the air suspension, which we had the same thing in the SL500. Just check the link. It basically makes it comfortable or sporty. That's much better. Color-wise, I have to say it looks really nice in this color. It's not bad at all. Now, let's listen to it. It's not bad. Can't really complain about it. It's a naturally aspirated V6, 3.5 liter. Yeah, 3.5 liters. So great for cruising, great for long distance driving. If you drive between Abu Dhabi and Dubai, perfect car. Well, yeah. Other than that, price. Oh yeah, price. Forgot the most important. Base price for the CLS350 in Dubai is 410,000 dirhams. That's quite a bit. However, this is a lifestyle car because it's a shooting brake, so it's very, very rare in Dubai. If you want something that no one else has, this is the car you have to go for. You can get it as a CLS500 with a V8, same as an SL500 from last week's review. You can get it as a CLS63, which is even more interesting. And you can get it as a shooting brake CLS63, and that no one has. I have not seen a single one of it in Dubai. So if you're an AMG fanboy, if you like the power, if you want something unique, go for it. Honestly, it looks amazing. This car, it drives really well. It's very practical. You can throw all your stuff inside if you're really into sports. Great car. Now, these mirrors, they just turn dark in the thing. And in regards to one safety feature, I really forgot, actually the main one. It has the night vision, which you display in the center console, which is really, really good. The idea behind it is very good. However, first of all, the problem is it's in the center console, so you're constantly distracted from actually looking on the road because you look there. The angle is very narrow, so you really see only what's in front of the car because the sensor or the camera is here. So if you go through a corner, you not see actually what's around the corner. I mean, you have obviously, as a human being, you have kind of really, really wide angle, and you will see even stuff that is happening left and right, even though you don't focus there. So that is very limiting. And somehow it felt like the camera has just a little point of 1 second delay or lag. And especially if you drive around corners, it kind of gives you a headache if you look at it. So it's really only made for if you drive in dark alleys or dark roads, B roads. in the night we're just straight. It's not for cornering, it's not for city, because in the city it's way too bright, so it really works only in dark places. Seats are comfortable, perfect, space is great, looks is awesome, price, unfortunately it's Mercedes, you pay for the premium, it keeps the value at the same time, so it's better to sell as well than some other brands. The only thing else that it's a bit difficult to read, I think, the instruments. I'm not so fan of this white kind of background. It was a bit difficult to read during the day when it's very bright. Other than that, beautiful car. Love it. Would I take it? Maybe. Though I think I would go for the E-Class because it's not as beautiful as the CLS shooting brake. If I go for something practical, I would go for the T model of the E-Class because it's just bigger, it has more space in the back. If I had a lot of cars, a lot of money, sure, but I would go for the 63. So, thank you very much. Thanks Luggage for providing this car. Showroom is located on Sheikh right next to Times Square, I think. Go head over there and take a look at the car and let me know what you think. Subscribe, leave comments below, share, ask whatever questions you have, and I will see you next time. Cheers!